Today's workout is a 5-minute no crunches ab workout. Whether you're avoiding crunches to heal your core or you just don't like them, this workout will get the job done in just 5 minutes. All you need is a mat. Let's get started. Hey mamas, welcome to today's workout. We've got a 5-minute postpartum no crunches abs workout. So if you don't like crunches or are just trying to stimulate core healing and are avoiding them for a short time, this is a great workout for you, designed to heal the deep core whether you're postpartum or not. So we're gonna start on our back, do 50 seconds of work, 10 seconds rest. Let's begin with a single leg extension with a knee press. So front knee comes over the hip 90 degrees. Push your palms into that knee. Lift the opposite knee over the hip. We're gonna take it up to about 45 degrees and then lower slowly to the floor. Bring it back up. As we exhale, brace that core, press the lower back toward the floor, bring it up to 45. Now, if that's too intense, you can bring it all the way up over your hip to straight vertical to the ceiling. But if you stop here, you'll feel a little bit more tension, a little bit more pressure in that core. Now, as you're lowering that leg and bringing it up, you're also actively pushing the heels of your hands into that front knee. So we're bracing the lower abs, back toward the mat, moving the back leg and pushing into the front leg. That's a lot going on, but it's going to fire the deep core and challenge all the components of your core and pelvic floor here. So we're going to take that movement and kind of build on it a bit. So we're going to keep that knee press in the front leg, knee over the ankle, or knee over the hip rather, and then take that opposite leg about 45 degrees, make little circles. Just take a few deep breaths out as you make that circle, as you're abducting, bringing that leg away from the body and bringing it back in. You can go 45 degrees or you can bring it all the way up. If you go a little higher, it's less pressure for the core. So if you're going lower about 45 degrees or even lower toward the floor, those lower abs are going to feel it more. So just make sure you're not seeing that lower back lift off the floor. You're not feeling it lift. You're keeping that core brace strong. And then don't forget about that knee press. It's a really important component that's going to fire the muscles of the core and keep that pressure on as you're moving. You don't have to go fast here. You don't have to make even very big circles. It's not as much about that, although you will get a little hip mobility here. We're really trying to just stimulate the core, build some core stability here. So same thing, other side. You're gonna feel those quads burn a bit too. So I often get messages about that. It's not a problem. It might feel intense though, so take a break if you need to. Back knee comes up, press, leg out, and then start with those leg lowers. Inhale, exhale as you take it down. You can tap the heel if you would like to, but really focus on keeping that range nice and controlled. If you want to, take it all the way up for a little more of a rest at the top. And don't forget, push the heels of those hands. It's very active, and that's going to help, again, engage the deep core, pelvic floor, even the upper abs as well. And that's a great thing about some of these movements is you're not having to do a crunch or a sit up to engage the upper abs. You can still work them in ways that are more postpartum friendly, or if you don't like crunches, they cause more maybe neck pain than they do working your abs. These are great alternatives to that. Okay, now we're gonna keep that same movement, same side. We're gonna do the little hip circles. So knee comes back up, exhale, press to 45 degrees, and then little circles. Feel free to make them slow and just about few inches out and in. You don't have to go very big here. You might hear a little bit of hip popping, that's okay. And if your thighs burn in, you can take that leg up straighter toward the ceiling, but don't forget the knee press. Keep that pressure on. If you're really feeling good with those lower abs and the quads, you can take it a little lower. But remember, this knee stays in line over the hip. Don't let it come in towards you. That's gonna release that pressure, so keep it here. And if you really find this is too much, you put that back leg on the floor and you take the circles here. That's gonna release a lot of that tension if your quads are like totally on fire, which at this point they probably will be. Not a bad thing. We're short, intense today. So last thing, oblique leg drops. So we're going wide with the arms, palms up, knees bent. We're gonna go slowly to the front, keeping both shoulders firmly pressing down into the mat. Bring it back up. Inhale here. Exhale as you're rotating. Now, this is not a spinal twist. We're keeping that tension in the obliques. So you want the arms glued to the mat, shoulder blades glued to the mat. So we're twisting, yes, from the thoracic spine, but those obliques are pulling your knees back up. Now, if that seems easy, take your legs and extend them. That's going to reduce the range of motion a bit, but it's also going to work the obliques more, increasing the lever length. It's okay if your legs aren't perfectly straight here, if you got tight hamstrings, hips, no big deal. Just do the best you can. You might find one side you can go a little bit lower than the other side. That is perfectly normal and fine. Helps to even out that symmetry here as well, and is a great mobility exercise as well as for the core. Well, can you believe it? That was it. That was our 5-minute no crunches ab workout. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you're looking for more ab workouts, I have a playlist of all my postpartum core workouts, including all my series on my channel as well. And I love to take suggestions. I always try to do the content that you guys are interested in, so be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And if you're interested in more in-depth guided training, I have my YouTube guides on my website, including 2 postpartum guides, one for C-section moms, one for everyone postpartum, or if you're just trying to get stronger in your core, and then one for nutrition, which is another great component of getting strong and healthy in your pregnancy and postpartum. And that one is safe for prenatal and postpartum use, as well as just everyday use. So if you have any questions, comments, let me know. I always love to hear your feedback and appreciate your engagement so much. Bye guys. I'll see you next time back here for our next workout together.